Today entire colonies of bees are dying throughout the world. And scientists are struggling to figure out exactly why honeybee colonies are collapsing. Honeybees are extremely important to agricultural practices as well as the survival of many plants that rely on pollination from the honeybees. Humans rely on honeybees because they are responsible for 1/3 of the world's global crop production and the social and economic benefits of food production. And listed here are some of today's popular crops and other plant species that rely on honeybees to survive. Beekeeping practices attempt to maintain bee colonies, but over the past decade, beekeepers and scientists have noticed a 30% decline in honeybee colonies every spring. In order to understand this decline, the history of human interactions with nature needs to be understood in order to explain why honeybee populations are rapidly declining. Honeybees can be traced back to the prehistorical era, in Africa. For thousands of years mankind has relied on honeybees' pollination for sustainable food supply. The Egyptians were the first beekeepers, dating back to 3000 BC, and wrote ancient hieroglyphics have found to symbolize the importance of honeybees for agricultural practices. Early European settlers imported honeybees from Africa for agricultural purposes and introduced them to many non-native regions of the world. Honeybee colonies were first introduced to the New World, which is known today as the United States of America, in 1622, by early European settlers for agricultural purposes. Over the next few centuries, noticeable increases in human populations transformed societal expectations and shaped new cultural perspectives and approaches to human life on Earth. And, by the turn of the 18th century, the Dark Middle Ages have transformed into a massive social movement that changed the natural world forever. Gaining popularity across the Western Hemisphere. The Age of Enlightenment motivated the minds of many European intellectuals to question the past and explore new ideas. The result? An intellectually mind-blowing movement that introduced many advancements in science, mathematics, art, and literature that sparked the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was driven by the demand for faster production of goods, due to the rapidly increasing population of the turn of the 19th century. Where advancements in science and technology allowed for more efficient mass production of goods. Urbanization provided job securities and economic incentives, causing exploitation. Now that we have covered the basics of human development over time, how have the honeybees been affected? Well, human iterations and technological advancements have been disrupting the natural balance of ecosystems for generations. The debate throughout the scientific community is due to the mysterious decline that has gone unresolved, although there have been many proposed theories. Today, the most popular theory through the scientific community is colony collapse disorder, which results in a dysfunctional food system that weakens colonies. Since the beginning of spring 2007, the number of honeybee colonies have rapidly declined due to the multiple proposed factors due to human interactions and practices in nature. Also, honeybees' natural predator is invasive blood-sucking mites that leave the bees vulnerable to parasite infections. Other proposed theories related to human development over time include climate changes and increases in transportation methods. The future of honeybee existence and the plants that rely on them are threatened by current cultural practices and human demands. And, in order to save the honeybee populations, plants that are favorable to honeybees need to be planted, and government officials must ban the harmful chemicals used on crops.